Hey, thanks for joining me here today. I am Tiana, and today we are going to be doing a 30-minute unwind practice. This practice is meant to slow down, take it easy, and that's how we are going to do it. It's going to be pretty much slow pace with quite some stretches here and there. So if you prefer to do this practice before bed, then it is also very good time for that. Otherwise, maybe after a busy day, it would fit perfectly. So if you're ready, let's start. All right, so let's start seated. Please take a nice and comfortable position on your mat. Maybe your legs will be crossed. Whatever you feel soothing, you can also place a cushion under your pelvis if you want. And then let's close our eyes. Place the hands on the knees, palms facing upward. You can connect index finger and thumb if you want. And as we do this unwind practice, let's bring focus onto that word. Try to see for yourself what it means to you and how you want to take this. How do you want to unwind? It's like our intention word for this practice. Start already unwinding with your breath. So bring attention to the breathing and how you're bringing the breath into the body and how are you releasing it out. Breathe in and out through the nose. You can use Ujjayi breath if you want. And slowly open your eyes. Maybe blink them slowly, diagonally down, gaze. So your eyes get used to the light. And then let's place the right hand on the floor. The left hand can be just resting on your knee. And then let's drop our left ear to the left shoulder. Maybe you need to search a little bit for the angle up or down. You can find the right spot, sweet spot for yourself. Now let's come back into the center and let's look over the left shoulder and try to reach with your right arm far away from you. You can flex the hand even. Let's come back into the center and we switch sides. The right arm can rest on the knee. The left one is in touch with the ground. Then I drop my right ear towards the right shoulder. And I try and find that sweet spot, that little angle for myself where I feel most tension or most release as I stay in the position. Come back into the center and let's go looking over the right shoulder, reaching far away with our left fingertips. And coming back into the center. Let's start circling the shoulders up and around towards the ears. Now let's reverse the direction, going back, up, forward. Very nice. Let's bring both arms up over the head. Fingertips are reaching up towards the ceiling. And then with an exhale, let's twist around towards the right. Left arm goes on the right knee. And I try and find my twist around, looking towards the back, over the right shoulder. Coming into the center, carefully. Bring your arms again up. And this time we exhale and find the connection right hand, left knee. And then resist gently with the arm into your knee as you rotate around and look over the left shoulder. Use every exhale to deepen the twist a little. And then slowly come back into the center. Very nice. Just shift yourself forward so you can come into a tabletop position. And let's face our fingertips outwards. And we just rock right and left towards our fingertips. Keep your spine in neutral position, so don't relax your stomach and let the pelvis look up and the belly sinks down towards the ground. I engage gently my abdominals as I do my sideways movement. Let's face the fingertips towards our knees so we can rock front and back. Try not to bend your elbows and try not to let the palms go off the floor. So see however far you can reach. Respect your limit. Very nice. Then let's bring the fingertips facing the front side of the mat once more. Let's tuck the toes and slowly shift into our first down dog from here. Feel free to pedal your feet gently. Maybe shift the hips from right to left. In any case, let the shoulders go away from the ears. All right. From here, let's bring the right foot forward, finding the ground with your left knee. And then you can come all the way on your fingertips, on the top of your fingertips. So you can open your chest to the front. So I have two directions. My chest is reaching to the front and my hip is reaching down towards the ground. One more breath here. And then let's shift the hips to the back so we can stretch the front leg. And again, you can come here up on your fingertips, trying to reach flat back. Let the head be continuation of your spine, so don't break your neck by trying to look forward. Keep it in one line with your spine. Keep on breathing. Then we come to the front once more with an inhale. We're gonna stay here, maybe finding the full palm on the ground and then pushing our right knee away as we come into the twist around the right shoulder. So I place the right hand on the knee and then I twist around, dropping right knee sideways, coming into a twist, looking over the right shoulder, opening my chest, letting the hips sink down. And come back into the center. Frame your front foot and let's find down dog from here. Try to pay attention to the difference between right and left side already here after a few movements that we've done. And then let's bring the left foot forward, dropping the right knee on the floor. And again, coming into our nice and open chest position, gently resting on our fingertips. Having two directions, one with the chest forward and the other one with the hips down. And send your hips back with an inhale. Framing your front leg, keeping your back straight. Flex your toes, your feet. The toes are pointing towards your face. Having your back straight. Again, remember to bring your head in line with your spine so it's one long, unbroken line. Now let's inhale and come to the front. Placing the left foot on the ground. Right hand will be reaching into the mat. With the left hand, I send my knee away from my body and I twist around looking over the left shoulder. Opening the chest. Let the hips sink deeper down. Flex your front foot so you protect the ankle and the knee. Keep on breathing. Then come back into the center. Very nice. Let's find that down dog one more time. And from here, let's walk our feet to the front part of the mat. Then we are going to hug our elbows so we can relax nicely over our legs. Just for 2 more breaths here. And then let's slowly bend the knees, let go of your arms and roll up into standing, vertebra by vertebra. Finding a nice and tall position. Mountain pose if you want. So we can start going through our sequences a little bit, bringing some sweat into the body. So if you're not yet in a mountain pose, please find one by placing your feet on the ground, a slight triangle so my toes are touching and my heels are slightly apart. There is a little space between my heels. Engage your quads, your legs. Tuck your pelvis slightly and engage your abdominals. Open the shoulders. Palms are facing forward. And my crown of the head is reaching up. So now that I have this nice and stable position, I inhale, bring my arms up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale and come halfway up. Exhale, find the plank. Inhale here, let's go through 8 limbs, knees down, chest and chin. Slide forward. Come into a baby cobra, elbows reach towards each other. Exhale, down dog. Stay here for 2 breaths. And exhale. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward, and step to the front part of the mat. Coming into a halfway lift, exhale, forward fold. The weight is slightly to the front of the foot. Inhale, come up, and exhale, down. Let's keep going. Inhale, arms up, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, up to you, either step or jump into your plank or chaturanga. Then come into an upward facing dog with an inhale. Exhale, down dog. Let's bring the right foot forward, keep the left one as it is, and come up into a high lunge. Arms can go on the side of your waist. Try to square the hips. Keep your tailbone slightly tucked and your glutes engaged. You can look up towards the ceiling if you want to challenge your balance a little bit. Then let's shift a little bit the weight into the front leg so you can shorten the stance and stretch the front knee. Very nice. Inhale, look up, and then exhale, just bend in your hips, coming into a pyramid pose. Either keep your back straight in one line, squaring the hips, or you can even relax a little bit your torso and come into a stretch over the front leg. Then inhale, come up, so you have a little bit of weight into your hands, bend the knee, and adjust the back leg, coming again into that high lunge position. We're gonna come into an easy twist, opening the right arm up towards the ceiling. Keep on breathing. 2 more breaths here. Placing the hand down on the ground, and let's find that plank so we can go through our Vinyasa flow, any version that you choose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, down dog. Switching sides, let's bring the left leg forward. Keep the right one as it is or adjust slightly if necessary. Inhale and come up into a high lunge. Keep your hips square, glutes engaged. One more breath. Then exhale, place the hands on the hips so you can shift your weight slowly and gently into the front leg so you can shorten the stance and then stretch the front leg. Inhale, look up, and exhale, forward fold over the left leg. Again, finding the floor with your fingertips, either trying to keep your back straight, squaring the hips and holding here, or relax your torso over the front leg. In any version, keep breathing. Breathing in and out through the nose. If keeping both legs is too challenging, you can, of course, bend slightly the front leg, bend the knee, so it doesn't feel too overwhelming. Then let's bend generously the front knee, place the weight into the feet, into the hands, and let's adjust the position, coming again into that high lunge and finding an easy twist. easy twist. Looking up towards the ceiling. And then exhaling, placing the hand on the ground, going one more time through our flow. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Nice. We're going to bend the knees and then frame our hands. So I'm just going to move a little bit to the back. Coming into a yogi squat. Finding a nice and comfortable position. Open your chest up. Very nice. And then from here, let's place the hands on the ground so you can place the hips down as well. And we are going to come first into a pigeon stretch. So keeping your right knee forward, stretch your left leg back. And try to find that nice position in your hips where you can relatively comfortably sit up straight. And then if you want, go a little bit lower, maybe reach with your elbows on the ground. As you're trying to drop the left hip flexor down and the right sit bone, the right gluteus to the floor as well. Keep on breathing here. Of course, if you want another challenge a little bit further, you can go all the way down with your torso, resting your chest on your leg. Wherever you are, let's slowly come up and out of it. Stay on your right hip and swing your back leg over to the front so you can cross it over the right leg. The left foot is on the ground, the left knee is up, and I try and hug my leg towards my chest, and then again I find the twist. Coming back into the center. We're going to stretch the left leg in front of us. The right sole of the foot will touch the left inner thigh. So I can flex my front foot and then I can try and walk my hands down towards my foot. If available, you can grab the foot or the toes. Keep your back straight if you want. And try to bring your chest bone closer down towards the ground. So I try and maintain in an active stretch here, that it's not relaxing down over the leg, but I try and reach with my chest bone towards my toes. And the other way around as well. I try to send my toes towards my chest. So my left leg is engaged. Very nice. Come slowly out of it. Let's switch sides. Left leg will stay in front. The right one will go back. And I try and find a nice and comfortable pigeon position, pigeon stretch. You can always use a block or a bolster under your left glute if you want for better support, or even a bolster in front of you. And if you're ready, let's get down to the elbows maybe first. Stay here for a couple of breaths before you feel ready to maybe deepen the stretch. Remember to keep on sending the right gluteus towards the ground and the left gluteus towards the ground, and the right hip flexor, so the front part of your right hip. Now let's drop down all the way if you feel like. Then slowly coming out of this position, stay seated on your left hip and swing the right leg from the back to the front. Find the ground with your right foot. Right sit bone also finds the floor. And then I hug my right knee, bring it close to my chest, and I try and come into a twist around the right shoulder. Maybe you can notice the difference between this twist and the other ones we did in the beginning of the class. And slowly let go. Come out. Stretch your right leg in the front. This time the left sole of the foot will touch the inner thigh of my right leg. I'm going to flex my foot and walk my hands towards the front. And again, the same story. I can reach for my toes, maybe even my shin bone, or a little bit lower to my foot. And I try and keep my back straight, my chest bone reaching forward. Of course, it may not be possible to keep it completely straight, but I try and engage actively in this position so I don't collapse over my front leg. I try to reach forward in the space, and I actively keep on reaching with the toes towards my body. Slowly let go. Come back into a seated position. Let's place both legs on the mat. Arms are gonna reach in front of us, palms facing up, my chest is open and my back is straight. And from here, with an exhale, I'm gonna start curling from my belly button down towards the floor with a lot of control. Exhaling as I lower until I find the ground with my back, with my head. And then I'm gonna stretch my legs and find a nice, comfortable Savasana for myself. Try to relax. Bring your body into a rest position. Bring your mind into a rest position. Remember that word from the beginning, unwind, slow down. If you want, feel free to stay here longer. And if not, you can join me by wiggling your hands and toes gently and slowly, bringing the movement back into the body, maybe taking a nice stretch. Then let's meet on one side of the body. So just turn around. I will go to the left but you can pick any side you want. And then slowly let's come out of this position. So you can come into that seated position from the start if you want. Of course, you can feel free to keep your eyes closed and find any comfortable position with your feet, with your legs. If you're keeping your eyes closed, still try to remember and remind yourself of that word we picked at the beginning. It was our intention and the focus of this practice, and just try to reflect, how does your body feel right now? If it's hard to answer, you can also maybe use a percentage and maybe compare in percentage. Do you feel less stressed in 10%, 20%? Did your body relax and open up in a certain percentage comparing to how it was at the start? Now let's place the hands in front of the heart. Slowly blink your eyes open, coming back into the room. Let's connect our heart with our mind and our mind with our heart. Namaste. Thank you very much for joining me here today, and I hope you will have a wonderful day ahead. I will see you in the next one.